Okay, so I wanted to be able to go ahead and show you guys a couple of things on here. So this video will be on scheduling your sessions, which I find super helpful just to schedule my sessions on GoGuardian, and then I'll have a separate video on setting up scenes for GoGuardian. So I'm going to start with scheduling. You can kind of see up here sessions on my computer. I already have sessions that are scheduled, but I'll kind of go over how to do that. I find sessions to be really helpful because then it just automatically starts. I don't have to think about hitting start class or anything like that. It will just start automatically when my class is scheduled to be in session. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that with a class that's not live right now. So I'm going to click on my settings. So this is just my classrooms page. You can see them on classrooms. And these are all the classes that I have active on GoGuardian. I have not started my advisory on here, but I've done it for my other classes. So my AP Euro, this is directly connected to my Google Classrooms. Any updates on there as far as students go should show up on here. But I go to settings, and on here, I'm gonna just hit view sessions. That's kind of how I like to go to things. So I hit view sessions. This will take me to any sessions that are going on. I can just start an automatic session if I'm like, yeah, I wanna work with these students and start right now. I can change the time of it, any of that kind of thing. Again, we'll get to scenes later. But I like to actually set up recurring sessions that match our class schedule currently right now. So this automatically goes on and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, hopefully I remember where I left off. I'm still hosting class a little bit. So I'm on sessions and I want to set up this schedule to actually match our class schedule. So on this page, I'm actually going to go down to settings and click on settings. And in here, I'm going to click on scheduling. It's this middle button up at the top. So you can see I've already scheduled this class to start at 8 a.m. on Tuesdays and at 10 a.m. on Tuesdays. That'll just repeat until I want it to stop. And then also on Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. This is my second period class. This is our second period class block. I can easily change this, right? I could go in and change the time when I want this to start or stop, set that up. Maybe I only want it to be, the last hour. Like I know my kids are on a meet, so that's fine, but I want it to start when we're off our meet, which is around 8:30 or 9 o'clock, I don't know. You can set that up, right? You can also set this up on this side over here. You can add a recurring session. When you don't have a session scheduled, this will be mostly what you see here. So you can set it up as recurring. You can select the days of the week that it recurs and happens, and then you just hit add to schedule, and this will automatically be in there. What this will then look like is it'll actually go on your calendar. And so you can see when you have these recurring sessions. You'll notice that I've already deleted mine for Wednesday. We don't have school, and then also for Thursday. And that becomes important, especially if you set a scene. So when you're scheduled, when your class is scheduled to be open, that means when your students log in, they are going to be logged into your GoGuardian. Now on Thursday, when we have a different schedule, I don't want to leave my GoGuardian schedule open because as students, if another teacher is trying to use it, I'm going to disrupt their class because I've got my schedule set up. So I wanted to make sure I deleted that. If a teacher isn't using it and you don't have any scenes set up, which is essentially like a way of protecting or preventing students from accessing things, if those aren't set up, it's probably not going to cause any major issues. But if they are, then you just want to make sure that you're only doing that when the students are actually in your class, because otherwise it could be disruptive to other teachers. So that's how you can schedule. You can do this for all of your classes. You can see, mine are scheduled out. I could go to a next week where everything's filled in. And I've got this set up. It'll automatically start at that time. And for students, they don't need to click anything. They are automatically in GoGuardian. They don't have to do anything at all. You'll notice, as on the last video, several of them are not enrolled. It's probably because they are not using Chrome or using a school-provided Chromebook. They might be logging in some other way. Typically, even if they're not in a school-provided Chromebook, if they've logged in through Chrome, they'll show up. But there are, some ways around that, there are some reasons why students won't show up on your GoGuardian. If you really, really want them there, or you need them there, then you'll need to emphasize that they use, Chrome and they log in with their LMUSD account on Chrome so that they are automatically pulled into your GoGuardian session.